guess, I don't know. I sometimes think that if I believed everything I heard in rumours, I'd be believing some things that aren't true at all. Anyway, you'll forgive me if I yawn a bit during today, but what with one thing and another, I didn't get much sleep last night.
We have now traveled into the past to see if we can find any snakes that have come from the past. So I don't know what year, but we are in the distant past right now.
Flashback.
Where is the Bigfoot?
Oh man, the Bigfoot? Actually, some of my friends said they saw it over there, but I don't know. I think it might be over there now.
The Bigfoot remains undetected.
The flashback is now over.
Actually, I had already planned to move, but now I don't have a place to stay when I come home, so I have to house hop every weekend.
Really?
Yeah. I think I'm staying with Liz Reed.
Okay.
And if I don't stay with her...
Won't you run with me to the parking lot? We can run out there and look in all the windows of the cars. Won't you run with me to the parking lot? Oh, it's so close that it isn't very far. Won't you run with me to the parking lot? I have my own space that I like to park my car in every day. Won't you run with me to the parking lot? Oh, it's close by here, and I know the way. Won't you run away with me? Won't you run away with me? I want you to run away with me. Won't you run away with me? I want you to run away with me. Won't you run with me to the microwave? Oh, the microwave, it's what you use to heat up your food. Won't you run with me to the microwave? Oh, you know that I am in a microwaving mood. Won't you run with me to the microwave? First you hit the buttons to tell it how long you want it to heat. Won't you run with me to the microwave? Oh, we'll microwave for hours and hours and hours and hours, and then we'll eat. Won't you run away with me? Oh, I want you to run away with me tonight, yeah. Oh, won't you run away with me? Won't you run away with me? Run away tonight. Won't you run away to the firehouse? It's the place that's filled with firemen. Won't you run with me to the firehouse? They sit around in the den. Oh, until the fire starts somewhere up there in that great big old town. And that's when all the firemen run up to the fireman's pole, and then they slide right down. Won't you run away with me? Oh, I want you to run. I want you to run away with me tonight. Oh, won't you run away with me? It would be my delight. It would be my delight. Won't you run with me to the planet Mars? Oh, it's a faraway planet with a red surface. Won't you run?
Flashback.
Why are you turning?
Gotta turn, man. It's the only way to unfreeze the ice.
Why did you change direction?
Perhaps you should ask the ringmaster.
Flashback is now over. Won't you run with me to the planet Mars? I promise there's a reason and a purpose. Won't you run with me to the planet Mars? On those dusty plains, I'll tell you I love you. Won't you run to the planet Mars with me? Run to the planet Mars where the planet Earth is high above you. Won't you run away with me? Oh, I want you to run away with me tonight. Won't you run away with me? Oh, I want it to happen tonight. You and me running away tonight. Won't you run with me to the grocery store? It's the place that has all of the chow. Won't you run with me to the grocery store? It closes in 10 minutes, so why don't we run now? Won't you run with me to the grocery store? The checkout lanes always have a very long line. Won't you run with me to the grocery store? If you do that for me, then that would be divine. Won't you run away with me? Oh, I want you to run away with me tonight. Won't you run away with me? Oh, I want you to run away tonight. Won't you run away from me to the Rio Grande? It's a river on the border of the United States and Mexico. Won't you run away with me to the Rio Grande? Oh, it's a place that I've always wanted to go. Won't you run away from me to the Rio Grande? We can see people trying to swim across to live a whole new life. Won't you run away with me to the Rio Grande? By the Rio Grande, I'll get down on my knees and ask you to be my wife. Won't you run away with me? Oh, I want you to run away with me tonight. Won't you run away with me? Oh, I want you to run away with me tonight. Won't you run away from me to the living room? Oh, won't you run with me to the room where we keep our TV? Won't you run away with me to the living room? Won't you run with me? Won't you run with me? Won't you run away with me to the living room? It's a place where we and all our friends can sit on chairs. Won't you run away with me to the living room? Oh, I know that you're gonna love it there. Won't you run away with me? Oh, I want you to run away with me. Won't you run away with me? Oh, how I want you to run away with me. Won't you run away from me to the science lab? It's the place where you and I can do experiments. Won't you run away with me to the science lab? No, that other lab. That's not what I meant. Won't you run away with me to the science lab? We can mix some chemicals, we can do some chemistry. Won't you go with me to the science lab? Because I'm going there. If you don't go, then you're going to miss me. Won't you run away with me? Oh, I want you to run away with me tonight.
Oh man, I think there's a ravine. I'm going to need to cross this bridge of the ancients to get across the river. Oh man, it's Robin Hood! Oh, I don't think I can cross here, but I better try it anyway. Oh!
Almost.
I have now defeated Robin Hood.
Special herb blend.
Oh yeah, that's good stuff, man. So we have defeated Robin Hood. What did you find, Brigadier?
Man, I found some mushrooms.
Come back, Sore Thumb.
We have found a snake.
Why is it wet?
It's like pooping on me, man.
Oh man, look at this, man. Oh, this is some ancient ruins. I think we found a civilization. Perhaps our journey is not in vain. Oh, these pine cones look very fresh. There have been people here. So, perhaps Bigfoot could be nearby.
Man, I think I see a crucifixion site.
Oh man.
I guess we came back to the time of that one dead guy.
Oh man, it's, yeah. We went back to like Rome or something. Spartacus.
Jewish Rome.
Or the Jesus. Yes. Oh man, I think I see some kind of tree troll. Oh no. You stand very still, it will not be able to throw anything at us. Oh! It has me caught in a cyclone, man. Help me, Brigadier, help me. I can't stop.
Pretty soon you should get tired out. Or maybe I could do some witchcraft. What do you think?
No man, that witchcraft is bad news. I think I'm just gonna spank myself. I was able to get out of the tailspin. We must be careful from this point forward.
In the days of King Arthur, in the land of Camelot, in the days of King Arthur, in the Camelot, 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 home of King Arthur, Camelot, Camelot, home of King Arthur, in the days of King Arthur, in the lands of Camelot. In the days of King Arthur in the land of Camelot. The Holy Grail, the Holy Grail, in the days of King Arthur, in the land of Camelot, in the days of King Arthur, in the land of Camelot. The lady in the lake, the lady in the lake, the sword in the stone. The lady of the lake, the lady of the lake, the sword in the stone. In the days of King Arthur, in the lands of Camelot, the knights of the round table, in the days of...
Ooh, look. I think it's an ancient monolith.
Oh man, we're definitely in ancient times.
These are happy people.
I think that we will be safe, unless they are happy, because they have killed.
Unless this is a burial site.
Oh yeah, you're just going to have to taste it to find out. How does it taste?
Oh, it tastes like a monolith.
That's good news. That's a good sign.
Brigadier, I think something has happened wrong. I think that when you licked that ancient monolith, you changed the timeline, and now I've been turned into a farmer. I don't know if I can turn back. We need to change the timeline again so that I will be back to normal.
But or maybe adding a couple people.
Yeah. Brigadier has decided to enter the spaceship to perhaps fly to the place where the timeline went wrong. Can you see where the timeline has gone wrong?
Not sure, man. I'm going to do some witchcraft right now.
Oh man, what is the witchcraft gonna do?
We'll see.
Oh man.
The timeline is repaired now.
It seems that the wolves of Fenric have found us here. This timeline is no longer safe. We have to leave. Leaving now.